Okay, another part as I'm putting this gun together before I make those pins, I'm gonna make sure I don't need anything else. Here's the trigger guard. Now you see that lifts, we'll do this one. Lifts that up nice and neat. This here is the safety that goes in it. What happens is when it's like in like that, allows you to shoot, come back, come down, come back, and then it blocks it from moving. Can't move it, can't shoot it. Problem I have with this is when I put that in there like that, those holes don't line up and it's frozen. It won't move. It's putting downward pressure on this. And when you look at the way this safety operates, that long piece goes in that hole. So as it slides in like this, any down pressure locks that thing up. I cannot find a book on this gun, so I'm not sure if a gunsmith remade this part, made this part, bent this part. It actually does have some numbers on it, but you can't read them. So most of these things have serial numbers on them. And when I put it together, and again, when you do these, you kind of know this goes there. And back in the day, they've hand fit everything. So if that screw head fits in there, and it does, it's probably the right one. So this is only a mock-up as I try to figure out what the problem might be. And I always put these things in by hand first. Like, see right there? If I was putting that in with a screwdriver, that'd been a problem. Still. There we go. A fine head, fits right in there perfectly. And I just kind of snug that up a little. And you can see it's not all the way in, but allows me to wing this around and kind of operate this gun. This part here I've put on, and you can see that somebody was in here back in the day. Not only account of those smushed pins, but if you see that, you know, definitely not a master gunsmith inside this gun at one time. So you take this, slide it in there like that, and now how do you know which way this goes on? And again, everything is fit properly, so just like that. As you can see, it fits perfect down through here. If I turned it around, the wide end would be down there and that would be up there. It would still work. And see how this works going back and forth? This actually goes up there like that. So there's a pin that comes in that catches this right here, that gives you that snap off and snap on. So works good here, no problems. Isn't until this piece enters in that we have that problem. So I need to get that figured out. So it's always worth trying to mock this stuff up to see what kind of problems you're going to have. This safety's a problem. And the guy did tell me that it was stuck. And part of the reason he took it apart to try to figure it out. And he could not. And he went further and further until you get all this. So I'm going to work on it. And if I get an answer on why it's like that, I'll let you know. I did get another gun in to work on. Total basket case. It's a it's what they call the Widowmaker from Winchester. Winchester wanted a self-loading shotgun, and the A5 came out, and John Browning patented everything on the A5, even the charging handle. So this gun, when it charges, does not have a handle on the side to eject a bullet in. What you have to do is they ping this in, checkered it in. You have to grab this, slide the whole barrel down, then let it go. And then the gun loads itself. So this is another interesting one I got in. Again, it's in 100 pieces. The stock itself was broken. I've already worked on it a little bit. I cannot find another stock for this gun. I have looked. It came in 3 pieces, and I do have a problem with it. I mean, you can see, kind of looks like the grain a little bit. That's because I use like AccuGlass, or JB Weld works real well with wood, believe it or not. So it kind of looks like part of the grain, but this little piece was off. And when I turn it over, here lies my big problem with it. And you can see that, and then you get down into here. This wood was all chipped out, all broken out, and I tried everything to fill that in, and that wasn't going to happen. So I don't even know. It's just going to break someplace else. Like I can see right down in there, there's a crack there. So here's another one needs some loving. I've been trying to keep an eye out for another forearm. Guy doesn't want to spend the money to make one. I mean, the gun's, it's a nifty gun. Worth maybe $300 to $500 in fairly good shape. And this is not that. So another one to look forward to as I get this one fixed and solved. I do have probably a year's worth of others waiting around to get done. But just to try to show you guys some different stuff that you may not have seen before. And we'll get on it, and I'll get to it. Thanks, and have a great day.